Good morning, everyone. It's Martin Staunton. I've got a Facebook post. I've been thinking about it now for several hours, and I was gonna write, but no, you guys haven't seen me for a while, so I thought that I would show you, that I'm healthy. I'm smiling, and I had a bad day, and I think I set some kind of record. Um, so my kickoff jewelry party was yesterday, right? And for the party, I sent out more than 800 invitations on Facebook. I'm sorry I got click happy, and I was just clicking. And man, when I saw that it was 800, I thought, wow, that's crazy. What if they all show up? So I'm sure many of you who got invitations and saw that I had invited 800 people to my house. If you're an avid follower, you've seen my house. Where am I going to put 800 people? So I overbooked to the extreme. So I'm not so disappointed that, well, I'm a little disappointed because not one person that I invited came. Not one. And the 800 and some on Facebook doesn't count the people that I talk to on the phone and in person. So it's kind of humbling. And it just makes me laugh. It is a good bad day because I've had a great day. My mother-in-law stepped up, God bless her, and she's she's older, and her knees hurt, and I feel so bad when she's moving around and stuff, but she really wanted to help, and by gosh, she did. Boy, she got in there and made finished my potato salad for me, and then made the peach cobbler, and it was a great big one. And well, I tell you what, I actually invited all of after I realized how many people I invited, I actually knew that people are going to look at that and say, "Man, I'm not going to that." Especially if you're a person who doesn't like crowds. I've been here like since 2007, and they've never had to call the police on me. That's just that's how I roll. But somebody would have called the cops, and I don't know. I don't blame them. 800 people. And I think I barely have over 2,000 square feet. I'd had to put them out on the deck. Hope you brought your coat. Get in line to see that jewelry. But no, the party was a success because thank goodness, my mother-in-law invited a bunch of people and they came, and they were longtime friends. I've known them for a long time, and we had a good time. But at the end of the night, only two people bought something, and I'm not missing the money because I'm not pressured for money. And again, I know I've said it before, you don't have to send me money, and no one has for a long time. Thank you for that. I'm good. I'm good. But the Leah Sophia thing is, a way for me to earn extra money, and my girls like jewelry and stuff like that, and if I'm good at it, then I don't have to pay for that kind of stuff. I can give them a catalog, and I'll get free stuff along the way, and also I'll get paid. So there were two sales tonight. Woohoo! 800 people. Good Lord, I hope the election doesn't go that way. Please, please, Facebook fans, tell me, the ones who are telling me that you're going to vote for me, come that primary, you actually have to vote. And I need you to get your friends and family to at least listen to me. I'm not going to tell you to get them to vote for me. Those of you who have already decided, don't be swayed. But at least get them to listen to me. And I'm going to have to do this the old-fashioned way because I'm a guy who well, my debt is relatively low. I have I'm kind of like the government, I have two sets of books, and one of them is medical. You guys have followed my story. You know what's happened, and I'm just going to be frank. I'm a guy facing six figures in, medical bills. And I'm also, for those of you who've been writing about, people who don't qualify for assistance, I've had them tell me on 3 different occasions that on one it was you made $300 too much. On the other one, it was $600 too much. And I don't even remember what the third amount, but by that time, I just gave up. So, I'm not sure, I'll deal, at the end of the day, I think legally, as long as I send them 20 bucks, they got to take my money. I didn't ask to be sick or to be in their hospital. And, good Lord, Teresa never asked what happened to her. And, it's got to be paid. They worked hard, and, I intend to pay them. But it's 2 sets of books. And, America needs this kind of stuff to be fixed. It needs to be fixed. And at the end of the day, I want to do more than just vote. Because voting is important, and that's what I need you to do for us to get this done, and we can do this. Sure as I'm sitting here, we can do this. But please don't make it like my kickoff party. And, that's why I can smile, because it was indeed a kickoff. And Jan, you were great. And, the people you brought with you, Diane and Lisa, and I'm so sorry I don't remember the little brunette's name, but she was cute and a blast. We really had a good time, and it was fun. And you guys have seen, as what one Facebook friend called it, my food porn, but that ain't no joke. I can cook, and so can my mother-in-law, and the food was excellent. It was excellent, and at the end of the day, we had about 10 people here, and that doesn't count the girls' guests. Although Mimi was just like me, and she's Little Miss Popularity. And I'm gonna talk to her about it tomorrow. I didn't get to because she went to a friend's house. She was so bummed out, and I let her, you know. But yeah, we were sitting here, and none of our people showed up. And I'm telling you, you should have, if you came to any party, you should have came to this one, because, my team leader, Jan, she brought all her jewelry, and I'm telling you, you have never seen anything like that. I was floored when she said all of that was hers and that it wasn't like demo stuff. Oh my goodness. You know what? You need to come to the party just to say you saw it. It's like 4 stand-up cases and, a bunch of bags, you know, and, she's good at what she does. And I like the opportunity, because here there's 2 things with this. Because A, it is legally and technically the start of a small business for me. And, there's a lot of stuff that goes along with that. But at the end of the day, I get to help people, and some people who want to join, I get to help and kind of get them a job where they work for themselves. So I guess in an election year, let's see how many people I can get to join me in this bling thing. Because, fashion jewelry, the thing about it that's nice, it goes back to an old saying, kings and queens and lots of people have lived by it, and it's true. Anyone who counts their money, and don't we all? Even that stupid pillhead counts his money, right? If you count your money, you don't have to spend $1 million to look like $1 million. And if your appearance matters, then that's where fashion jewelry is just an excellent, excellent thing for women. Now, men don't wear jewelry too much, unless you're like me. I don't know why I like to bling. It just, I do. But, I've never blinged on, Bill Gates' money. And even if I was Bill Gates, guess what? I wouldn't bling bling on that. It's just stuff. Give me a, gold-plated titanium, or stainless steel, and, I'm fine. Doesn't have to be that. I like the individuality, and for me, there's no pain involved. I don't have to tat myself, permanently put something on me that, later, and I'm going to be real here, especially on a black person, that's later going to be this just dark blob of, what was that? You ever seen those old tattoos? You do get old if the Lord blesses you. So no, it's not a tattoo, but I like the individuality thing. And so I really hope that I'm successful. There will be other parties, and what's nice is that, tonight, Jan explained to me they can be themed parties. And so I've already decided what I'm going to do because it also is going to allow me a little bit of my acting as an outlet. I'm going to do character parties and base my parties on movies. They're going to be movie themed. If you like movies, you're definitely going to want to come to my parties, mainly for the food, but also for the bling because it's a pretty good deal. But yeah, I hope, I'm guilting some of you that when you do get a request, I promise not to overbook like that, but the invitation will be serious and I will really want you to come and hope that you will and hope you're available. And if not, just, look for the events in the future because I'd really like to meet each and every one of you. And believe it or not, you probably don't, but it's true. I know half of my Facebook friends know them. And the other half, it's just acquaintances. And through, the 22 years that I spent reporting news to West Virginians about West Virginia, you know, I hate to say it like this, but I know a little something, something about the people of West Virginia. I'm not some detached person who's worked in an office or, led a different lifestyle where you probably never even shopped for yourself. You know, I do know how much a loaf of bread is. In fact, I was telling a friend about recently, I'd forgot about something and, something else didn't happen. And, I had to raid my quarter jar. So here I am at that star thing with this old water cooler. And for anyone who has saved coins for a while, man, they're heavy. It was like an effort to really get it in there, especially since, I'm not as strong as I used to be. So I lugged this thing into Walmart. I'm just chunking, chunking the change in. But it was so nice. It was like $153. Oh my goodness, right on time. Who knew that was sitting there for that long? It had never got to be that much. So I thank God for that. I thank God for this day because you know what? Nothing is supposed to be easy. Nothing is supposed to be easy. There's no way I'm supposed to be able to just click, 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 and bam, fill my house with people who are going to order stuff. It just the world doesn't work that way. I don't expect God to work that way. Work takes work, and I will work at it. And I hope some of you will support me, but believe it or not, I know lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of people outside of Facebook, so I will really work this and try to make the extra money I need for my girls. If you have girls, I don't know what it is about daddies and their daughters. You just want to give them everything, even though I don't, and I never will, because there are things that you want and things that you need, and you never get everything you want. Life doesn't work that way. We all know that. Hopefully, we know that, and hopefully, some of you aren't bitter over that. My big want, I want my wife to be with me. I want her to help me raise my daughters. She is not. God did not intend my journey to be a lifelong journey for me in my life with the perfect life for me. And I'm okay with it. 6 months, 2 days. Can't bring her back. And I loved her. I did. And I do. But it's definitely a different kind of love for her now than it was even 6 months ago. It was so fresh and so just raw and in my face. Because, you know, if you love someone and they're dying, Lord, I pray you have the strength to stand there with them as they go. It's an awesome pledge to keep that vow. I am a man who can say that I did it, and I did. You can too. God will grant it to you. If you love that person, if you can be there when they go, or be somewhere else and have someone tell you they went. That's a hard question. I don't expect you to answer it now. Just my life has just taught me that. It's taught me a lot of things. It's taught me don't invite 800 people to a 2,000 square foot house and not like promise them money, or something better. What I can promise you as your next senator in West Virginia is the common man's voice. And I've got a voice and I can talk, and they don't even want me to start filibustering. They don't, you know. I'm unlike most in the general public in that I'm more than just a keen observer. I have sat through the legislative process, if you had to add it up, over my career. And I started out right in 1990 was the first time I covered the legislature, and this is 2013. You do the math. I know how it works. I know how it works. Nationally and federally and on the state level. And sometimes the way it works, it just stinks. The problem is most of us live so far away from our capitals, we don't smell it. But we can tell from the news because sometimes just nothing gets done. How do we spend all that money and nothing gets done? You know? It's like they invited 800 guests to a 2,000 square foot house. It's crazy. Man, the food was good. The food was good. And somehow I'm losing my voice again. So I'm going to have to pick a movie thing because I'm doing my next party in about 2 weeks. And I have to pick something that'll match this voice. So if you have any suggestions for a movie with a raspy voice, um, hit me up in the comment line. That's what it's for. I want to take a minute. Where am I at in time wise? Oh, 17 minutes. Well, wow. If you have hung this long, just hang just a little longer because I wanted to take a minute to thank you for the deep, deep comments that you gave in terms of the problem this nation is facing. They're just amazing. It's not a tremendous volume when you look at the number of people who have clicked friend for me, but it is amazing the vast array and the range and also the depth. It's not just somebody who's clicked in there and's complained. It's somebody who's thought about it or has lived it. And you know what? If you have, go into that post of mine, put your comment there because I'm going to keep that as a running log. I am. And I'm going to tell you now that, I'm writing down the names and the comments also because, again, I am still in and working every day on hammering out this platform. And a message that resonates. And I think my message is just common sense government. And what about help the people? I actually heard a friend of mine who works for a politician tell me that, that this guy told her that and it inspired her. And it was so funny because this was months after Teresa died. And, you guys have seen me posting about help the people. And, how do you take my skill set and help the people? Help them. Washington never saw a guy like me coming if West Virginians will send me there. The background of an investigative reporter as a member of the body. It's a powerful thing. Powerful. Because what did they used to say in the 90s? They used to put it on their cars, the little neons that they souped up, it said ain't scared. I am not afraid. Have no reason to be. And the truth will hurt some, but it will set us free, and it is the path to fixing the problem. Is the truth. You have to face the truth about the finances and about where we're going and the things that, some people are trying to make us think are actually important for our government to work and for us to get good jobs again. Some of that stuff doesn't matter to that. God wants us to live our lives individually and treat each other like we would ourselves. Not judge other people, or try to pass laws to make other people second-class citizens in any way. Don't judge them. It's the kind of lawmaker I'm going to be. If you don't agree with me, you know what? Don't vote for me. And in fact, click that unfriend, because there are hundreds of people who still want to be my friend. And I don't want to let anyone stay who doesn't. And if you don't, hey, it's cool. No harm, no foul. I do love you. But I'm going to wrap this up because I am at 20 minutes now. And if you hung this long, oh my God. Thank you for listening to my little rant and how my day went. I had a good, bad day. And if you missed the party, let me just tell you, I'll show you, since you hung for 21 minutes. At the party, part of the party was this purse game. I'm a dude. Over my bedroom it says man cave. But I didn't know they were going to play a purse game. But I'm game. And I'm also competitive. I like to win. So there are some things of Teresa's, and I gave the vast majority of it to domestic violence shelter, but there are some things that I kept. And I don't know why I kept this, but I kept it. So if you missed the party, you missed Martin Staunton as a micro-braided Medea who'd been to the straw market in the Bahamas. Not only did I bring a purse to the purse game, well, it is my house, so I just had to run in and grab this thing. When she announced the purse game, I'm like, oh, excuse me a minute. So I run in to the bedroom, I grab this purse, or bag, I should say. I grab a bag, and there's a matching hat. And, well, since there was a matching hat, I had to grab a wig. I am an actor. And so I go out there, and these ladies are not expecting this at all. So I'm not going to wear it again, because there's just no way I could let them take my picture like that. But I will show you. The wig. See it? And the hat. And the bag. And I promise, well, I shouldn't say I promise, I just, even as a young actor, I was just never comfortable in playing a woman. How can I? I don't know what that's like. I can't even imagine what that's like, Good grief, they give birth to children. You know how bad that hurts? And the love it takes to know that hurts and then to do it. God bless them, every one. I worship them, the good ones. Even the medium ones, because they try to be good. Now, them bad ones, because there's some bad women out there, just like there's some bad dudes. Hey, God bless them too. Well, hey, I've taken up enough of your time, and I'm going to go to bed now. But thank you, and for your support and your love and your prayers. They fuel God's mercies in my life, and why my bad day was good, because it was still a day, and I still got to be nice to people. I still got to have a party, and I didn't take pictures because I was a busy, busy, busy boy. I did tell you my mother-in-law was helping, and she's a slave driver. But you know what, though? It was a great party, and sorry you missed it. But the next one will be good, but I'm not dressing up like a woman anymore. Well, I wasn't really dressed like a woman because I didn't have boobs or anything, but it was very funny. Very funny. You have a good day, and I will post sometime later. Post. I said post sometime later. All right. Good morning.